Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pier. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pier. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pier Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pier, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pier Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Zander's has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pier or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pier locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pier, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pier today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pier? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pier Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pier and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pier to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pier and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pier. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pier, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, save 8% off bulk fluid storage products. Stop into any Grossenberg Implement location in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming this week. Save 8% off bulk fluid storage products that can be used for a variety of materials, including water, oils, chemicals, gas, and more. Grossenberg Implement, servicing your growing needs since 1937.
Just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
Now, the Stanley County starting lineup for this varsity action this afternoon in girls play. Taylor Stroop, the 5'3" senior, will start in the backcourt along with the Buffalo's three-point specialist, 5'7" sophomore, Maddie Duffy. We expect that it'll be, well, it could be Corey Gabriel at that one wing position, the 5'8" junior, or Morgan Hoffman, the freshman, at 5'5". We'll see about that when they take the floor. But we do know about Carly O'Connor, the 5'8" senior, and the post player for the Buffaloes is the 5'10" senior, Jordan Sosa, or head coach Keely Braceland in her second season as head coach of the Stanley County Buffaloes. And those are the Montana Dakota Utilities and Gas and Goodies in Mobridge starting lineups. Now, time to tell you about the law on the court, and that's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll hear from them and then introduce this afternoon's officials here in Fort Pier in 30 seconds. This is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports.
Is your truck or fleet insurance a one-size-fits-all approach? The commercial line agents at Fisher Rounds & Associates know that each company fleet, owner-operator, or ag producer has unique coverage needs. We understand all the risks and liabilities, so we can create a customized policy that ensures you are fully covered. We're at your service, at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving your truck insurance needs with offices in Pier, Mitchell, Rapid City, Sioux Falls, and Watertown.
The officials for this afternoon's game are Randy Clute, Paige McNeil, and Andrew Lepkowski. The law on the court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Pretty good crowd in here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. Not too bad this afternoon. Temperature in the 30s again in the capital city and in Fort Pier as these teams start the varsity doubleheader. This game time, you may have heard a little bit earlier that it was a little bit later, but they've decided, and I think Bruce Bresee, the athletic director, has a pretty good plan. He'd like to see and move up some of these Saturday games a little bit because fans seem to like you get done a little earlier. You get started a little earlier on a Saturday. They started the JV action at 12 noon today here at Parkview Auditorium. So the decision was made to move it up a little bit. Bruce Bresee's a Packer fan, too, and I'm sure he wants to watch the game tonight, but I'm sure that had nothing to do with this decision. Herreid Selby area wearing their road black uniforms with gold numerals and letters and the gold piping, and Stanley County in their home white uniforms with the purple letters and gold trim and numbers, too, and the purple and gold piping. And don't forget, you can see this game at the KGFX page and at the Star 99 page at DRG News app and at drgnews.com. The DRG News app is brought to you by Golden Buffalo. And that is our Becky Potsupa State Farm pregame. It's basketball action, a doubleheader at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier as the Herreid Selby area Wolverines take on the Stanley County Buffaloes. The girls' action comes your way when we return to Fort Pier in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports.
It's your lucky day. You've just won a sweepstakes and you received a cashier's check to cover the cost of claiming your winnings. All you need to do is deposit the check and wire a portion of the money to pay those fees. There's just one catch. It's a scam. If you deposit the check and wire the money, your bank will soon learn the check is a fake and you are responsible to pay it back. The Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection wants you to know that counterfeit check scams are on the rise. For more information, contact their office, 1-800-300-1986.
10 cents off per gallon. That's right, get 10 cents off per gallon at the corner station in Pier. Every time you pay with cash or check, you receive 10 cents off the posted price of gas for your vehicle. Save more by going inside the corner station and shopping specials on beverages and snacks. And when you purchase 8 gallons of gas, you earn discounts at car washes, helping you save. The corner station just above the train bridge in Pier.
Did you put more on that high-interest credit card this holiday season than you expected? Why not transfer that balance onto an Owyhee Federal Credit Union credit card with a fixed rate of 9.9% APR, no balance transfer fees, and no annual fees? How could you go wrong? Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pier.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
At Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier, it is high school basketball action on this Saturday afternoon as the Stanley County Buffaloes host the Herreid Selby area Wolverines in a varsity doubleheader. Next Stanley County action on KGFX scheduled to be from Crow Creek, and that'll be on Thursday at around 6:15, and then next Saturday Cheyenne Eagle Butte comes here. Now next for the Wolverines, that'll be on 100.7 KMLO, and that comes up from Selby, and that'll be on Tuesday when Aberdeen Christian comes to Selby. That'll be around the 6:30 mark or so on KMLO on Thursday evening. But the Wolverines do play a game before that in Napoleon, North Dakota on Monday. The girls do, against Napoleon Gackle Streeter. Jenica Behrens, Caitlin Anderson, Kendall Sawinski, Bella Brandner, Jada Rosso. They are the five who have been introduced for Herreid Selby area. And the starting lineup about to be introduced for the Stanley County Buffaloes. It will be Stroop and it will be Duffy introduced to this crowd at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. And O'Connor and Sosa, well, I was wrong. It won't be Hoffman and it won't be Gabriel in that other starting spot. They'll go with Caden's Hand, who was out of the lineup for a while, but the sophomore now is back into the lineup for Stanley County. So it is Stroop, Duffy, O'Connor, Sosa, and Hand, the starting five for the Stanley County Buffaloes. Don't forget, we still have boys action after this. So full afternoon of basketball here on KGFX and Star 99. And however, wherever you're listening, thank you for joining us. Jada Rosso is sent to jump center against Caden's Hand. You can see it at the KGFX and Star 99 pages. Stanley County in white of the basket to your right. HSA in the black and the basket to your left. Randy Clute puts the ball in the air. It's tipped to Stanley County. We hope you enjoy the action. Sosa brings it back to Taylor Stroop. Stanley County looking for win number 3. O'Connor on the right wing comes up top to Jordan Sosa at the top of the old circle. Good pass inside to Stroop for a baseline drive, but she left it short. Jenica Behrens for HSA has the first rebound of this afternoon and walks it into the front court. The pace might be a little slow. Neither one of these teams, I can imagine, really wants to run a lot. Sawinski with a drive in the lane that missed. Caden's Hand came up with a rebound for Stanley County. And then in transition, the ball thrown away and stolen by Caitlin Anderson for Herreid Selby. On the baseline, left-hand drive, good move by Sawinski. And she hits it from 5 feet with a left-hand runner in the lane. Just what Keely Braceland said, and we've seen it before. Sawinski likes to shoot like that. 2-0. 2 misses here by Stanley County down low. One by Sosa and one by Hand. But it's tipped out of bounds by Herreid Selby area. So Stanley County will have a third opportunity here. It's on the right wing for a Duffy 3 that's off the back rim, but it ends up in the hands of O'Connor. So a fourth chance on this possession for the Stanley County Buffaloes, who have missed their first 4 shots. 2-0 HSA just over a minute in, and now Duffy is called for a travel for the second Stanley County turnover. So it's 6:50 in the first quarter. It's Herreid Selby area basketball, looking for number 6 in victories in a row. Anderson, right wing to Behrens, middle of that wing to Brandner, right block, kick out from Sawinski to Anderson. She hands it to a Behrens 3 just right of the circle, missing. Sosa with a rebound for Stanley County. Back come the Buffs, a minute and a half into the game. Still 2-0, Herreid Selby area on the bucket by Kendall Sawinski. Right wing, Carly O'Connor for Stanley County. Ooh, big pick set by Stroop on Behrens. Meanwhile, a jumper straight away is missing by Sosa. And Sawinski brings the rebound down for HSA. Swing it on the left side now. It is on the block to Rosso. Turning around, loses the ball. First turnover, picking it up was Carly O'Connor. First HSA turnover. Bounce, so nearly too low for Stroop, and trying to dive in and doing so and gaining the dual possession is Jenica Behrens of HSA. And that'll count as a Stanley County turnover off a pass that was just a little bit too low. So Behrens walks it in again for HSA. 2-0 Wolverines over Buffaloes, 5:42 first quarter. Rosso, mid-post, kicks it out right to Behrens. Now inside to Jenica Behrens, who tries a left lane line drive and draws a foul. On Stanley County's Carly O'Connor for the first foul of this game. So Jenica Behrens will have free throws here in high school basketball this afternoon, brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation and Fort Pier, and Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. First free throw miss for Behrens. Still 2-0, Herreid Selby area with 5:35 remaining in the first quarter of play at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. Second one coming, and this one's good, and it's 3-0 HSA. Full court pressure by the Wolverines. Duffy inbound to Stroop, bounce it back to Duffy, but not to the foul line yet. They have 5 seconds to bring it up floor. They do. Broken well. Duffy to Sosa. Oh, and an entry pass is knocked out of bounds. O'Connor thought she would have a layup on the right block, but hustling back to knock that ball away and out of bounds was Caitlin Anderson. Stanley County will inbound with 25 on their shot clock and 5:25 in the first quarter, down 3-0. Sosa, another entry pass, again knocked out of bounds by Anderson. Stanley County will inbound again, left baseline of the bucket to your right as you watch it, with 5:22 in the first quarter. Sosa, 16-footer for Jordan. She's good. Sosa has the first two for Stanley County, and that makes it a 3-2 lead for Herreid Selby area. 5:08 left in the first quarter. Anderson on the left side, Sawinski. Skip pass, right wing to Behrens. Bring it again on the left side to Anderson. Now again to Bella Brandner. She has not touched the ball much. Does here. Takes a three and misses off the back rim. Stroop for the rebound for Stanley County. Buffs do 1-1, but the pass is intercepted. Jenica Behrens is able to knock it down and bring it into the front court for a fadeaway by Brandner, a little off balance and missing. And Caden's Hand with a rebound for Stanley County before it's knocked out of bounds. Substitutions. My Ebel comes in for Herreid Selby area, 5'6" sophomore. And that is the only one. As here again is an entry pass going for Hand, but knocked away. This time it was Bella Brandner rushing down the floor for HSA and knocking it out of bounds. So again, Stanley County to inbound, right baseline. 4:30 in the first quarter. HSA 3, SC 2. Turn around by Stroop in the lane, hands it to Duffy. Left lane line drive high off the glass and missing. And Caitlin Anderson rebounds for Herreid Selby area. Stanley County only 1 of 7 shooting so far. All the way for a baseline drive, counted with a foul and a scoop by Kendall Sawinski, who has both of the HSA buckets and extends their lead to 5-2. A very quick player is Kendall Sawinski. Caden's Hand with a foul for Stanley County. That's her first. And Sawinski will try to complete the three-point play here and give HSA a 4-point lead. She cannot. And not able to hang on to the rebound is Behrens. It'll go to Stanley County. With 4:13 left first quarter, here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. HSA 2 of 6 shooting. Stanley County, as we said, 1 of 7. And neither team playing at a terribly quick pace. Good steal here. Jenica Behrens took away the pass that was intended for the front court. Bounce to Sawinski's 15-footer left foul line extended is missing. Maddie Duffy with the Stanley County rebound. to Stroop, wards off a defender, back to Duffy, now crosses the timeline with a couple of seconds to spare. 3:49 in the first quarter. The bounce is to O'Connor, bring it on the left side for Caden's hand. Left corner for Duffy, lob too far and intercepted by Caitlin Anderson for HSA. It's Stanley County's fifth turnover. Behrens for Herreid Selby area with a right-hand dribble. Stops between the rings. Hands it to Brander on the left side. To Behrens again on the right wing, and standing on the arc on the right side, Sawinski. Swing on the left side now to Anderson. 13 on the shot clock for Herreid Selby area. Right wing 3 is coming by Behrens and misses, and Sosa's there for the rebound. So both teams struggling with the shooting early on in this game, and now Stanley County throws the ball away, and that's turnover number 6. And there's something else that has been a problem for the Buffs this season, and head coach Keely Braceman with Stanley County wants a 30-second Actegra and Premier Equipment timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. 3:07 first quarter, HSA 5, Stanley County 2 and girls action. More in 30 seconds. This is high school basketball from PRG Media Group Sports.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Yes, indeed. Our opening tip brought to you by Lynn's DeComart in Fort Pier and Montana Dakota Utilities, which was a few minutes ago. Herreid Selby area ball again leading 5-2. 2:57 first quarter. Bounce down low pass didn't make it. It's Jordan Sosa intercepted it. Just the second turnover so far in the Wolverines. Here is Morgan Hoffman into the game, the freshman for Stanley County, but with her second year of varsity experience. Hoffman takes the pass from Duffy in the left corner to the baseline. Cut off, hands to Duffy again. 17 on the shot clock. Oh, in anticipation, a steal by Behrens. As a pass intended for Stroop didn't make it. Missed, but the follow is good by Kendall Sawinski, who has her third bucket and 6 points, and that makes it 7-2. Herreid Selby area with 2:19 in the first is again hand in the passing lane, knocked out of bounds by HSA. Kason McGee, the freshman, comes in for Stanley County. She's 5'9", and Sophia Ritter, a 5'3" sophomore, enters the game for Herreid Selby area, replacing Caitlin Anderson. 27 still on the shot clock as McGee inbounds to Hoffman. 2:18 in the first quarter. 7-2, Herreid Selby leading Stanley County. Hand at a high post, left wing, comes to Hoffman. Corner, a 3, but missed everything. And Sawinski, quite a lot happening for her in this first quarter. She has the rebound. The foul line extended. Handed to Ebel. Her first touch of the ball is a shot that misses. And Taylor Stroop with a rebound for Stanley County. So both teams still struggling with a shot. 1:50 first quarter. Sosa in the lane. Bounce to Caden's hand. Finds Sosa again. Right arc. Left baseline. McGee for a bounce for Sosa. Left lane line. Now in the middle of the lane. Over a double team. Hits it from 6 feet. Jordan Sosa has all 4 Stanley County points. 7-4, Herreid Selby. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Stanley County's in zone saying, hey, you want to shoot outside? Keep trying it. Thing is, Sawinski can. So can Barron. So can Anderson. This is Ritter on the left side. Bouncing on the right side to Barron. Still 14 on the shot clock. Left block, Rosso, guarded by hand. Good catch in the lane by Sawinski, and drives in for a left block layup. 8 for Kendall Sawinski. Terrific pass by Rosso. 9-4 Herreid Selby. 57 seconds first quarter. Sosa for Stanley County. In the left corner for Caden's hand. Bounce it to Morgan Hoffman. Oh, nearly another steal by Behrens, but Stroop does have it. McGee, a bounce to Sosa. Right foul line extended. A 16-footer is off the rim. 41 seconds as Ebel has the rebound for Herreid Selby area. And into the front court, 33 seconds, 27 on the shot clock. So they can take it almost down to the end. Turning around, Ebel lost her dribble. Left wing Sawinski. 18-footer at rimmed out. Rosso trying to gain the rebound, but can't hold on and give it to Kason McGee instead. 18 seconds as Stanley County brings it down floor. On the left side, it's Sosa with 12 seconds. Hands it to McGee, right foul line extended. Sosa just outside, double teamed again, 6 seconds. Right corner hand, trying to drive, does to the rim, and it goes off, but she was fouled. One nice big first step there by Caden's hand as she drove right past Maya Ebel, who has the first Herreid Selby foul of this game. And Caden's hand, the reward for her play, 2 free throws with 2.5 seconds left, but the first missed. High school basketball brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Station and the Crossing, Wahia Federal Credit Union, and Ferting Electric. Sophia Von Wald, a senior, has come into the game for Herreid Selby area with 2.5 seconds left in the first quarter. Both free throws missed. And Brandner has the rebound, and HSA can't get a shot away before the first quarter comes to an end. And on the Wegner Auto and Vision Care Associates scoreboard at the end of one quarter in Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier, it's Herreid Selby area 9 and Stanley County 4. Wegner Auto and Pier, the one place to go. Back with the second quarter in 30 seconds. This is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports. Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pier. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pier. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pier Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services. 9-4 Herreid Selby area in girls action over Stanley County as the second quarter is about to begin in Fort Pier, driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pier, rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM Fort Pier, and Star 99 KOLY FM Mobridge. If you drink, don't drive. Glad to have you listening all throughout Central South Dakota. And remember, you can watch this game too at the KGFX and Star 99 pages at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Herreid Selby up by 5. Stanley County's basketball to begin the second quarter as the arrow pointed in their direction. Sosa, up corner for Duffy, skipping to the right side to O'Connor. Back out front to Maddie Duffy. 19 still to shoot for Stanley County. Sosa sets a pick. Duffy stops. Hands to the right side to O'Connor. Open for a 3 off the front rim. And Kendall Sawinski brings down another rebound for Herreid Selby area. Although Stanley County does have a rebound advantage. And another one here for Stroop is a shot missed in the lane by Sawinski. And now taken away again. Who did? Sawinski made the steal. Down floor, right block, spins, fouled. Oh, nice little spin move to work her way away from hand, right where Carly O'Connor was defending for her second foul and the third team foul on Stanley County. Sawinski missed a free throw earlier, couldn't complete the front end of a 1-and-1, but hits this one to make it 10-4 Herreid Selby area. Good buddy, with 7:13 left in the first half. All right, you younger listeners don't remember CBs, do you? Second free throw also good for Sawinski, who's up to 10. 10 of the 11 for HSA. Herreid Selby leads 11-4 at 7:05 in the first half. Maddie Duffy for Stanley County. Boy, the Buffs are only 2 of 10 shooting, and Stroop saves them from another turnover. Boy, these HSA players all over it with quickness. Down low, hand with a drive. That's off the rim. Rebounded by Caitlin Anderson for HSA. With a 7-point lead, their longest at 6:38 in the first half. And again, both teams playing this half-court offense, and Stanley County still sticking to their zone defense. It is Sawinski with an 18-footer on the right side. That misses. Good catch of a rebound by Brandner on the offensive glass. Brandner went back toward the goal and is fouled. Excellent position there as Brandner was not boxed out. And the first free throw is no good as the foul was on Sosa. Brandner with missing the first. Sosa with a foul for Stanley County. Now O'Connor comes out. Anderson comes out. O'Connor for Stanley County. Second free throw, good. So Brandner splits the two, and it's 12-4 HSA, 6:24 in the first half. A freshman, Stephanie Albee, wearing 21 in black if you're watching, is in. Here's a steal, another one by Behrens, and it's knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. 9 turnovers by Stanley County so far in this first half. HSA will inbound with Anderson. She's not out of the game. It's lobbed to Rosso, right block, turn around and score. Jada Rosso, only about the second time she's touched the ball today, and hit it from the right block, 14-4. Herreid Selby with 6 minutes left in the first half. Duffy, a left wing three for Stanley County. Misses off the back rim. Albee grabbed that rebound, but then was tied up by Jordan Sosa, although HSA will keep it on the arrow. Rebounding a little closer. Stanley County still does have the rebounding advantage at 13-11. But it's HSA with the 10-point lead at 14-4 at 5:45 in the half. As Brandner moves into the lane again, missed, gained her own rebound, banked, missed it again, tipped out of bounds by Herreid Selby. 2 misses there. The second one gives it to Stanley County's Buffs, and it had been Sawinski who had a rest, but her rest is over as she comes in for Jenica Behrens. Sawinski with 10 of the 14 points for HSA. Down floor, they find Sosa. Stanley County does, and Jordan has a layup, and she still has all the Buffalo points, 6 of them. 14-6 HSA, 5:20 in the first half here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier, and we're glad to have you with us on KGFX and on Star 99. Anderson, ball above her head. Brings it on the right side to Albee. Now, a lob in the lane. It is saved by Brandner. And up top for Albee again for a three that's off the front rim. Long rebound came down to Taylor Stroop for Stanley County. They try to throw down floor again, but Albee made a very nice leap to intercept the pass, and then she's fouled. Very good play by the freshman there. Albee anticipated that long pass coming down floor. She was fouled in by Maddie Duffy of Stanley County, her first. She'll come out after that good play, and Jenica Behrens is back in. Jenica Behrens, Caitlin Anderson, Kendall Sawinski, Bella Brandner, and Jada Rosso, the 5 on the floor. They are the starting 5 for Herreid Selby area. Looking for a 6th win in a row. Oh, down low Sawinski, all alone, off glass and scored. The double team came too late. Good feed from Behrens on the left side. Sawinski now with 12. 16-6. HSA again by 10. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Sosa. This is for McGee, who's back in the game for Stanley County. Bounce to Sosa, who still has all the Buffalo points so far. Right wing for Morgan Hoffman, who's re-entered the game. Stolen right away by Sawinski. 11th turnover on Stanley County. Back to Anderson, and HSA in black to the basket to your left. Walks it in the front court. Turnaround lane by Rosso is missing, and Sosa with a rebound for Stanley County after it was deflected. To Stroop. HSA back on defense, although Stanley County wanted to run. Jumper missed everything from 15 and out of bounds off Caden's hand. He said not so gracefully. Sophia Von Wold comes back into the game for Herreid Selby area. Off the hand of Caden's hand. Is that better? It's been a long week. 3:50 left in the first. I was talking with Max Foth, the Stanley County head coach, and said, yeah, I was somewhere last night, and I couldn't remember where I was last night. It was Brandon. Where am I today? Where Herreid Selby area is with a 10-point lead. 17 on their shot clock. Rosso at a high post. Right wing to Behrens. Hands it back up front to Anderson. They work the shot clock down to 10. Lob on the right baseline for Von Wald. Now for a right wing three. Bombed it in was Behrens. Great setup. First made 3 for either team today. Now a 13-point lead for HSA at 19-6. 3:14 in the first half. Stanley County wants offense. They'd like to keep it coming from Sosa, but no one else has scored for them. Bounce to Sosa from hand. Lob on the left side for a jumper by Hoffman that is missing from 18. And Herreid Selby area trying to save the rebound. Couldn't. It'll stay with Stanley County. As Maya Ebel comes back in for Herreid Selby area, replacing Jada Rosso. Stanley County's 5, by the way, are Morgan Hoffman, Kaysen McGee, Jordan Sosa, Cadence Hand, and Taylor Stroop. 2:59 in the half. As the bounce is into Hoffman, open for a right wing three that's off the rim. And she's there again. Kendall Sawinski with a rebound, but her pass down floor. There's good anticipation by Stanley County's Taylor Stroop. Then the ball is thrown away, and it ends in a Barron's layup. So one turnover and then another, and Barron's is now up to 7. And Herreid Selby area leads 21-6 with 2:35 remaining in the first half. Now stolen away again. It is Sawinski who snowbirds for a layup. She has 14. And the turnovers are just really destroying Stanley County's chances. 23-6 Herreid Selby, 2:20 in the half. Front court, down for Stroop, missing, followed by Hand. That one goes in. Hand off the offensive board, scores her first 2. 23-8 for Herreid Selby with the basketball over Stanley County. 2 minutes left in the first half. Ebel on the right side for Jenica Barons. Up top for Caitlin Anderson. Stanley County again playing that zone. And now a timeout, a 30-second Agtegra and Premier Equipment timeout called by head coach Steve Sawinski of Herreid Selby area. Visit one of your local Premier dealerships for all your implement needs. We'll take 32. 1:58 left, 1:51 to go in the first half. 23-8 Herreid Selby over Stanley County. Back in 30 seconds, this is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Herreid Selby wanting to make sure some things. Then they give Stanley County a chance to make some substitutions. Possession underway again. 12 seconds on the shot clock for HSA. It is Ritter on the right side as she's just come back into the game. 6 to shoot. As straightaway Ebel misses a three-pointer. Maddie Duffy, who's just returned for Stanley County, has the rebound for the Buffs. 90 seconds left in the first half. Corey Gabriel has entered the game for the first time. Right wing three by Hoffman is missing. And Sophia Ritter grabs the rebound for HSA. Inside, Sawinski dropped the ball but regained it. Knew she lost her dribble. Now right wing for Barons. 16-footer from the right side is no good, but she runs down her own rebound nearly in the right corner. Couldn't quite do so. She could not save it. And it'll be Stanley County basketball with 1:08 left in the first half. Against full court pressure, Duffy being guarded by Sophia Ritter. Duffy weaves to the left wing. O'Connor ready to set a pick. Now left side for Hoffman. Gabriel back out front for a three by O'Connor. A foul away from that shot is on Herreid Selby area for some pushing caught down in the post. Maya Ebel with that foul. That is her second. In fact, she has the only 2 fouls that have been called so far in this game on Herreid Selby area. She's out. Sophia Van Wald is back in. 53.6 in the half. You go through a half and only 2 fouls and you're playing good defense, you're doing something right. Stroop inside for Gabriel. Left baseline against the double team. Nearly went in, but Corey was fouled. She'll have free throws here. And a hold by Kendall Sawinski. That's her first and just the third team foul, but Gabriel with a good job. We'll have 2 free throws out of this. First one, good. Herreid Selby area's lead over Stanley County, now 23-9, 46.6 seconds to go in the first half. Don't forget boys action still ahead for you on KGFX and Star 99. The second one rimmed out, and yes, it's Sawinski again with that rebound. What a big first half she is having. Into the front court with 39 seconds left in the half. On right wing, now she gives it to Jenica Barons. Back for Sawinski on the arc. Right wing for Ritter to Sawinski again, 20 to shoot. Skip pass, left side for Behrens. Trying to fake out Hoffman. Now in the left lane line, it is Sawinski. Brings it to Ritter, 9 to shoot. Pass down low is too high and intercepted by Morgan Hoffman. 14 seconds, shot clock off. Stanley County with the ball, they're down 14. Duffy with 9 seconds with a Stroop pick. 6 seconds. Right of the lane from 13. It is short by Maddie and the rebound by Jenica Behrens, who makes a one-handed throw to the rim from about 61 feet that misses wide. But a good first half for Herreid Selby area. A big first half for Kendall Sawinski. And her 14 points have outscored Stanley County by herself. And our halftime score on the Wegner Auto and Vision Care Associates scoreboard is Herreid Selby area 23, Stanley County 9. Wegner Auto in Pier is South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. They've been there since 1907. Coming up is our CHS River Plains and Cahill Bauer and Associates halftime report. And we'll do that when we return in 3 minutes to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier after a 3-minute break. This is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pier, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pier Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Zander's has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pier or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pier locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pier, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pier today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pier? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pier Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pier and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Halftime at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier, and Kendall Sawinski and the Herreid Selby area Wolverines have stormed to a 14-point first half lead over Stanley County. That score is 23-9. And we're glad to have you with us for the CHS River Plains and Cahill Bauer and Associates halftime report. I'm David Burrell. Our studio coordinators are Dave Williams and Mary Schreier, with Brian Menning taking care of the video today. Rundown of the scoring for the first half. Yes, Sawinski was the leader, as she usually is for Herreid Selby area. 14 of their 23 points in the first half. She also had 6 rebounds. Jenica Behrens hit a 3 and had 6 points. Jada Rosso with 2, and Bella Brandner with 1. Jordan Sosa scored the first 6 points for Stanley County, but a couple of others helped a little, at least in the second quarter. Cadence Hand with 2, Corey Gabriel with 1. Stanley County does have the rebounding advantage, 20-17, but the Buffs shot only 4 of 20 in the first half, 20%, 0 of 5 on threes. Herreid Selby area 35% on 9 of 26. They were 1 of 6 on threes. Herreid Selby area 4 of 7 at the foul line. Stanley County 1 of 4. A lot of turnovers for Stanley County, 12 of them in the first half. Only 4 for Herreid Selby area, looking for a 6th win in a row. They are at 6-3, and they lead Stanley County at the half 23-9. And don't forget that we also have boys action between these rivals coming up for you a little bit later today. Herreid Selby area goes into that boys game off their victory on Thursday night in Herreid over North Central to improve to 4-5. Stanley County playing good basketball. They have won a couple in a row since lost alignment of the Jones County Invitational. Buffalo's playing well. They are 7-2 and second in 6A. One other score of interest in the region to tell you about is at the Hanson Classic in Mitchell, and that involves the Potter County Buffaloes, or the Potter County Battlers, I should say. Yes, the Battlers are in action against Hanson today, the host team of this event. It's at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Good ball game. Potter County leading Hanson 45-44 with under a minute left in the third quarter, and Darren Boyle has that game for you on 100.7 KMLO. And the next action there, of course, as we've mentioned, will be Herreid Selby area again on Thursday, as they will host Aberdeen Christian around 6:15 Thursday evening on KMLO from Selby. And again, our next Stanley County action on KGFX comes from Crow Creek, and that will be on Thursday against the Chieftains and Stefan around 6:15 Thursday on KGFX. And of course, see those games at those respective station pages. But glad to have Star 99 with us for Herreid Selby area today with the Potter County Battlers on KMLO. Go to each individual station page to keep up with our play-by-play schedule. And that's our CHS River Plains and Cahill Bauer and Associates halftime report. Second half of girls action coming up from Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier, where Herreid Selby area at the half leads Stanley County 23-9. Second half of action comes up in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pier to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Second half of basketball just ahead here on KGFX and Star 99 from Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. The girls' half of the varsity doubleheader. Herreid Selby area leads Stanley County by a margin of 23-9. While we're talking about what's upcoming, don't forget next action here on Star 99, at least for those of you listening there, will be the next Mobridge Pollock Tiger action. That'll be Monday night with girls action against the Potter County Battlers around 7:30 from Mobridge on Monday on your home of the Mobridge Pollock Tigers, Star 99. And other action for Mobridge Pollock next week will be on Friday when the Tiger teams go to a doubleheader in Chamberlain. That is on Friday around 6:10 from the Chamberlain Armory. But the second half of this girls' action and boys' varsity action between Herreid Selby area and Stanley County still to come. Herreid Selby area leading by 14 at 23-9. Herreid Selby area will shoot at the basket to your right as you view it on the KGFX or Star 99 page in this second half in their base black uniforms, gold numerals and letters. Stanley County at the basket to your left in their home white with purple numerals and letters in gold trim. Start of the second half brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pier and Montana Dakota Utilities. Kaylee Stroop, Maddie Duffy, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa, and Caden's Hand. The starting five on the floor for Stanley County as the second half begins. Sosa with it out front. She has 6 of the 9 Buffalo points. Left wing for Stroop, nearly trying to make a steal and almost doing so is Jenica Behrens. It'll stay with Stanley County with 23 on their shot clock. And the starting five out there, too, for HSA. Jenica Behrens along with Caitlin Anderson, Kendall Sawinski, Bella Brandner, and Jada Rosso. Into Stroop in the backcourt. Oh, she took a step. Picked up that dribble as Jenica Behrens was guarding her closely and then took a step before she passed the ball for the 13th turnover on Stanley County. And Herreid Selby area will inbound from Sawinski to Anderson. Just underway in the second half. Into the lane. Here is a jumper from 12 by Behrens. Missing, but a tipped rebound came right back to Jenica. And Herreid Selby area works it again out front with Caitlin Anderson. Stanley County's staying in that zone, by the way. Left wing baseline drive by Brandner off the rim. Rosso couldn't hang on to the rebound. Instead, it's Kaylee Stroop that has it for Stanley County, who needs offense. Only 20% shooting in the first half. Hand ball above her head in the left wing. About a minute gone in the second quarter. Sosa now playing a high post. They want to extend maybe Rosso out. Now down toward the right block as Hand has it. Left wing for O'Connor. Almost making a steal again is Sawinski, but instead it is Duffy with a right baseline drive. Scoops it in. Layup for Maddie Duffy for her first 2 points. 23-11, Herreid Selby with 6:40 left in the third quarter. That's some of the best motion we've seen in Stanley County's offense today. Sawinski on left wing for HSA. For Behrens, right wing to Anderson. For Behrens again. Left wing on the angle. Now, steps taken as Brandner tried to move down toward the right block. And just the 5th turnover in this game on Herreid Selby area. They'll press. Pass nearly too far for Stroop. Nope, she can't handle it. And Rosso there to pick it up as, again, an unforced turnover. And as Behrens tried to drive inside, knocked out of her hand by Stanley County. And Herreid Selby area will inbound at the bucket to your right as you watch it. With Caitlin Anderson to trigger the inbound. Right wing for Sawinski. Between the rings, way out there, it's Behrens. High post right side, Rosso. Again, it is Anderson. HSA being very deliberate against the zone of Stanley County. 13 on the shot clock. They've worked this shot clock down a lot today. Brandner down for Rosso. Right block scores. Good feed from Anderson. Rosso hits from 4 feet. Jada's second bucket. 25-11 Herreid Selby. 5:40 left in the third. Pressure. They're trying to double team the ball, and it's taken away by Anderson. For Behrens, trying to take it away from her is Duffy. To Sawinski down low. Shoots on the baseline. Misses. Duffy, good save of that rebound. brought it to Stroop, and then knocked out of bounds with, again, a hand in the passing lane by Herreid Selby area. Pressure off the inbound pass. Duffy intercepted at mid-floor by Brandner. Pass for Sawinski, knocked down and fouled. Duffy with her first team foul of the second half, and Stanley County just showing that they're going to make these passes, and Herreid Selby area is just jumping on them. 14 turnovers now on Stanley County. Brandner on the left wing. On the other side, it's Barron's, right wing on an angle. Hand it for Anderson. O'Connor looks at her. Right wing a three for Barron. She hit it. Sawinski's kick out left it to Jenica Barron's for her second three. She's up to 9. 28-11, Herreid Selby. Their longest lead, 4:55 in the third quarter. Stroop nearly made a steal. Stroop couldn't catch the pass, I should say, in front of the Herreid Selby bench. Stanley County turns it over again. Stroop is out. Morgan Hoffman is back in. And Stanley County trying to get their offense going, but they've just made too many unforced mistakes today. Anderson for Herreid Selby. Bounce to Barron's. Again, they work around the perimeter against this zone. Good pass down low for a cutting Sawinski. She scores from the right block off the setup by Barron's, and that's 16 for Sawinski. Now 30-11, Herreid Selby area. And Stanley County just threw the ball away again, this time into their bench and out of bounds. As Maya Ebel comes back in for Herreid Selby, replacing Jada Rosso. Turnover count now 16 for Stanley County. They've taken 22 shots. They're 5 of 22. 30-11, Herreid Selby with a lead in the ball. 4:24 in the third. Sawinski guarded by Hoffman. But now they switch to a man defense. Left wing Brandner from 18. Open off the back rim. And who had that rebound touched last? Sosa touched it last. And that'll mean Herreid Selby area will keep it. With 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Bounce off the inbound to Sawinski. Lays it in on the right block. 18 for Kendall Sawinski. And now it is 32-11 for Herreid Selby and 9-2 for the Wolverines in the third quarter. Sosa trying to move on the right block. Dropped it, but that's because she was fouled by Maya Ebel, who's not quite sure. In fact, she has 3 fouls in not very many minutes. In fact, Herreid Selby's had only 4 fouls called on them today, and 3 of them are on Ebel. She comes out, and Sophia Ritter comes back in. 3:57 in the third. Sawinski made a steal of the inbounds pass. Another quick play leads to the 17th turnover. Bounce on the left side. Left short by Ritter on a good feed by Barron's, but she's fouled. Carly O'Connor with her third. That's the second team foul of the second half on Stanley County. They certainly want O'Connor to get the offense going. She hasn't scored today. First free throw by Van Wold. Used all of the back brace of the rim and then fell through and good. O'Connor out and Casey McGee back in for Stanley County. Herreid Selby now leads 33-11. Second one off the rim, rebounded by Sosa. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Herreid Selby area, it appears well on their way to win number 6 in a row. Duffy for Sosa. Lost the ball, regained it, but a dual possession is going to give it to Herreid Selby. And this has been the problem for Stanley County girls, really a lot of last season and this season. The unforced mistakes. They haven't been all of the turnovers today. Herreid Selby area has had several great steals, but Stanley County, sometimes they just rush, and Keeley Braceland will say, we've got to stop rushing. Brandner on the right wing. Ooh, Corey Gabriel was back in, tried to tip it. But it came on the left wing to Barron's for HSA. In the lane, one-handed runner from Nines, too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Stanley County. And HSA will inbound with a new shot clock and 3:11 left in the third quarter. Stay with us for boys action coming up. Bounce for Sawinski. Left of the lane for Barron. Stops in the lane from 14. Too strong. Brandner had the rebound for a moment, trying to hang on as Gabriel. Instead is Sawinski. Good feed down low from Barons to Van Wall, and she followed it in. 35-11 for Herreid Selby at 2:49 in the third. 12-2 for the Wolverines in the third quarter, but Duffy answers back for Stanley County with a right wing three that's good. Her first three, both of her field goals in this third quarter. 35-14 HSA at 2:34 in the third. And the officials are going to stop things here for a moment. I'm not sure why, but I do know that Stephanie Albee and Sophia Ritter are back in for Herreid Selby area. Sophia Van Wald and Bella Brandner. Caitlin Anderson, the other Wolverines, are on the floor. 2:25 in the third. Ritter on the right side for Brandner. Driving on Gabriel. Cut off on the right block well. Bring it back out to Anderson. Down to 10 on the shot clock again. 6 to shoot as it's taken by Albee. 2 to shoot. 1 having to fire at the shot clock buzzer off the rim. The shot is missing by Brandner. Gabriel couldn't hang on to the rebound. And it will, however, go off Herreid Selby and out of bounds. Or went off Stanley County and out of bounds. And Herreid Selby is going to keep it after all of that. And have a brand new shot clock and a chance to run down some more seconds. 1:53 in the third. 21-point lead for Herreid Selby. They've led all the way today. They lead 35-14. Into the lane. Sosa made the anticipation there and made the steal. Again, that's just turnover number 6 on Herreid Selby today. Duffy, bring it on the right side for Kaysen McGee for Stanley County. Bounce to Sosa, right of the lane. Hoffman, left side, drive to the block. Cut off by Brandner. Hand it to Gabriel. Left wing, another 3 for Duffy, but this one is just barely off the glass. Sosa, however, no one blocked her out. It was a long rebound, but she grabbed it and scored. 8 for Sosa, 35-16, Herreid Selby, 1:08 in this third quarter here in Fort Pier. Anderson left it for Sophia Ritter. A minute left, third quarter of play at Parkview Auditorium. Long pass came up top for Ritter, down to 14 on the shot clock as again Herreid Selby area works patiently. 3 missed from the right side by Albee, rebounded by Jordan Sosa. Down floor on the fast break, on the right block, the shot missing by Hoffman, who got good position down there, but Morgan drew the foul. Caitlin Anderson with the foul. That's her first, the second team foul of the second half. Hoffman, who played last year in varsity as an 8th grader for Stanley County, misses the first free throw. Now Rosso's back in. Sawinski and Barons for Herreid Selby. Caitlin Anderson, Stephanie Albee, Bella Brandner all come to Steve Sawinski's bench. 1 more for Hoffman, and it's good for her first point. 40.1 in the third. Herreid Selby 35. Stanley County 17. They've scored the last 6. Right hand dribble by Barons. Just eases into the front court. 31 seconds. 4 more than are on the shot clock. Of this Herreid Selby area half-court game, very deliberate at times today. Sawinski, right block for Van Wald. Passing it back to Sawinski, saving it, but it came right to Duffy. Good try to save it, but Duffy takes it away. 11 seconds into the front court, Stanley County. Hoffman on the right block. Tries a reverse, went too far under the glass, but the rebound is saved. Inbounds by Ritter, and it taken away by Sosa. Shot at the buzzer, no good. She put it in, but the officials say, and they were right, that it was after the buzzer sounded to end the third quarter. And on the Wegner Auto and Vision Care Associate scoreboard at the end of 3 here in Fort Pier, Herreid Selby 35, Stanley County 17. Fourth quarter in 1 minute. This is high school basketball from DRG Media Group Sports.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Guffs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Inbound pass to start the fourth quarter, intercepted by Bella Brandner, leading to another Stanley County turnover. So it's Herreid Selby ball, dumped down low to Rosso. Good pass from Sawinski, and Jada is fouled as she put it up in the right block. By Corey Gabriel, that's her first. Third team foul of the second half. Not a lot of fouls called in this game. Rosso short on the first free throw. 37% shooting for Herreid Selby area. Overall, 2 of 9 on threes. Stanley County at 28%, 7 of 25, 1 of 7 on threes. They both missed. And Sosa, who's having another good rebounding day, takes one in for Stanley County. It's cut a 24-point lead to 18, 7:40 to play. Pass to Gabriel Brandler, nearly made another steal. Now she does make the steal. Brandner in a little trouble in the back court as she's defended well, but Behrens is there to help her out. And into the front court comes Jenica with only a second to spare. Sawinski on the right side to the block. Shoots over Sosa. One-hand runner from 8 feet is good. And it's a 20-point game for Kendall Sawinski and a 20-point lead for Herreid Selby, 37-17 in the first minute of the fourth quarter. Duffy for Hoffman. And knocked right out of there by Anderson and out of bounds. It'll stay with Stanley County, who bring Caden's hand back in as Kaysen McGee comes out. Sawinski has been the player in this game so far, without a doubt. Duffy for Sosa in the lane. Lob it for a three that is short by Hoffman, but Sosa there with a rebound, but she took a big step before she released the ball, and that's traveling. And Herreid Selby ball with 6:50 left. Boys action is still ahead for you here on KGFX and Star 99, so stay here with us. Stopping, nearly traveling is Behrens, but down low, thrown over the rim by Rosso from the left block. Caden's hand with the Stanley County rebound. Behrens trying to take it away, saving it to her teammate, Sawinski, leading to another turnover. Pass down low, saved by Behrens for Sawinski, and they'll just reset the offense. Came to Anderson. Now they'll take some time off the clock again. Stanley County playing, looks like a matchup zone still. Sawinski shot and missed from 19 in Caden's hand with a rebound for Stanley County. And trying to match up with that zone. They first played zone most of the game, played a little bit of nearly another steal by Behrens, but it is taken by hand for Duffy, going for Gabriel on the right side, and Brandner got a hand on that. Sosa with a right wing jumper is off the side of the glass, but the deflected rebound came out front to Maddie Duffy. Shot clock didn't reset, of course, only 5 to shoot, and 4 and 3 and 2 as Gabriel throws it up. The shot clock buzzer, that is off the glass. They won't stop play as Herreid Selby area's Jada Rosso had gained the rebound. It has been a struggle for Stanley County in all facets of the game today. Brandner with a three, bumped by Gabriel. But that is not called, as there was a push down inside on Jada Rosso that was called for Herreid Selby. That's her first. Team foul number 4. Kaylee Stroop is back in for Stanley County replacing Corey Gabriel. 5:15 left. Harriet Selby has led all of this game since they scored first. 37-17 is their lead over Stanley County, who has it with Sosa to Hoffman on the left side. 14-footer off the rim. Rosso with a rebound for Harriet Selby. Long down floor. Brandner made the catch on the right block. Brought it out front. High post is Rosso. Now Sawinski way out front between the rings. And they'll take some time again. Now here's a left wing three that is missing by Anderson, but the rebound is tipped to Brandner. To Rosso. She was the one that made the tip, turned around in the lane. That fell off the rim. And Maddie Duffy comes up with this rebound for Stanley County. 4:30 left is Harriet Selby area well in command of this game. Duffy for Stanley County. Left wing from 17 left of the lane. That didn't fall. Barons with a rebound. Works it into the front court. Now they move into the half-court game. No, they can't because the ball is thrown away and taken away by Maddie Duffy. Down floor for Hoffman. Nearly lost it, and now they do. Stanley County wanted a foul that wasn't called. Instead, it's a steal by Brandner. To Barons for a left-wing baseline drive that misses. On the rebound, a held ball. Dual possession keeps it with HSA. Again on 100.7 KMLO. Tuesday, the next Wolverine action, hosting Aberdeen Christian and a varsity doubleheader in Selby. From the inbounds pass, Sawinski took it from Anderson, laid it in on the left side. 22 for Kendall Sawinski, and a 22-point lead for Harriet Selby at 39-17 with 3:45 remaining. Almond Lumber, Merkel's Foods will name our help us name our players of the game after this one. Bounce to Duffy for Caden's hand for Stanley County. Left wing runner from 9, left a little short. Rosso with a rebound for HSA. Pass down floor to Barons in the right corner on the left block. Sawinski open again, scores again from 4 feet. 24 for Sawinski. 41-17. That's the lead for Harriet Selby. 24 with 3:11 left. Haley Stroop then is fouled in the front court. Hands on her hips. Bella Brandner isn't so sure, but the foul is on her. Her first and the 4th team foul on Harriet Selby area. And Stanley County's head coach Keely Braceland wants an Actegra and Premier Equipment timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. We'll take 30 here. 3:11 left in the 4th. Harriet Selby 41. Stanley County 17, and we're back in 30 seconds. This is high school basketball for BRG Media Group Sports.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pier and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Premier Equipment helps bring you this time out. Visit one of your local Premier dealerships for all of your implement needs. 24 for Kendall Sawinski leading Harriet Selby area. Jenica Barons with 9. Jordan Sosa has 8 to lead Stanley County. Maddie Duffy with 5. All Wolverines in girls play. 41-17 with 3:11 left. The boys action still ahead here on KGFX and Star 99 from Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. Inbound to Duffy on the right wing for Carly O'Connor, who's re-entered the game for Stanley County. Her hand on the left side outside the arc on that left wing is Duffy. Moves to the left of the lane and hands it to Hand out front. Still 20 to shoot. Taylor Stroop to Duffy between the rings again. Guarded tightly here by Stephanie Albee, who's back into the game for Harriet Selby. Right lane line, drive, left a little short by Stroop. And Maya Ebel with a rebound as there are the youngsters in probably for the rest of this one for Harriet Selby area. Drive on the right block. Albee left it short, but the freshman's going to have free throws after she was fouled. A push on Taylor Stroop is her first, and the 4th Stanley County team foul. Sophia von Wald, Maya Ebel out there for Herreid Selby area after the first free throw was missed by Albee. And high school basketball is brought to you by, as the second free throw hits, Bank West, Marion Beal Insurance, Thorstenson Trucking, Campbell County Bank and Insurance, Herreid Concrete, Uptown Market, and Shorty's One Stop. 42-17, Herreid Selby area, 2:24 remaining. Duffy on the right wing for Stroop for Stanley County to the right baseline. Shot stopped, no foul called. Instead, the shot missed, and Ebel with a rebound for Herreid Selby with 2:08 left. It will be 6 wins in a row and a 7-3 record. Eberl in the lane took the pass from Albee and hit a banker from 10 feet. Ebel's first two, 44-17, 27-point lead for HSA, their longest with 1:50 to play. Hand on the left side. And here's Ken getting a hand on the pass. Albee this time and knocks it out of bounds. More substitutions. Herreid Selby area brings in Jenna Jochum. She's a sophomore. At 5'5", Cheyenne Wirtz, a 5'7" junior, is also into the game for the Wolverines. And Sam Schilling, a 5'5" sophomore. So JVers are in. Duffy backs up, shoots from 14, and misses. And Jochum with a rebound. Jochim. As the JVers are in for HSA for the last 1:22 to play. Hand nearly making a steal. Schilling nearly walked. Hand on the left wing to Von Wald. Her shot is missing. And Carly O'Connor with the rebound as Von Wald tried one for about 17 feet. Here is Duffy with a baseline drive off the rim, but Maddie will go to the line after a push by Jenna Jochum. 1:08 to play. First free throw is good. Looking forward to the boys' action here, as Stanley County will meet Herreid Selby area. First free throw was good. The second was not. And the rebound to Sophia von Wald for Herreid Selby. We're down to a minute to play in this one, a game that Herreid Selby has dominated. Wirtz in the middle lane's got to do something with it. Hands it to von Wald on the left side. 50 seconds to play, down to 18 to shoot. It is von Wald. Good baseline drive here by Wirtz, and Cheyenne drew a foul. Knew what to do when she took that pass. And drew the second foul on Taylor Stroop. And Wirtz with a chance to put her name in the book with a couple of free throws and nothing but net for the first for the junior. 45-18 Herreid Selby with 44.3 remaining. Bauman Lumber, Merkel's Foods will bring you our players of the game coming up in our postgame. Second one misses. Maddie Duffy with a rebound for Stanley County. 39 seconds to play. It is a left wing O'Connor three that is off the rim. Rebound tip came to Jochum for Herreid Selby. You can just run out the clock if they wish. 25 seconds to play, and the shot clock is off. But instead, Schilling runs to the left block. Misses. Von Wald back for Schilling after a defender fell down. And Schilling follows with a bucket to make it 47-18 for Stanley County. It was McGee who fell down, and she'll come to the bench. And Morgan Hoffman is back in. 14.9 left, 47-18 Herreid Selby. That's their longest lead of the game. 10 seconds remaining as Hoffman hands it to Stroop. Backs up on the right wing beyond the arc. 4 seconds as it came to O'Connor. Now on the left side, a shot by Duffy at the buzzer from 3 is missing. And the Herreid Selby area Wolverine girls continue their excellent play. Their win streak is now at 6 in a row as they dominate the Stanley County Buffaloes today here in Fort Pier. Our final score on the Wegner Auto and Vision Care Associate Scoreboard, the Herreid Selby area Wolverines 47, the Stanley County Buffaloes 18. Herreid Selby area with the victory improves now to a record of 7-3. Stanley County is now at 2-10. Stay tuned for our post game. We'll go over numbers and name our Bauman Lumber and Merkel's Foods players of the game next from Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. But before we take the break, we'd better tell you that driven by the Office of Highway Safety, you are listening to 1060 KGFX Pier, rebroadcasting on K276GT 103.1 FM Fort Pier and Star 99 KOLY FM Mobridge. Drive sober or get pulled over. Our post game coming up. We will have it for you in 2 minutes from Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pier. This is high school basketball from VRG Media Group Sports.